Boy, Polaroid's been an instrumental part of our business life from the very beginning. We rely on, Polaroid film for almost every shot we do, from 35 millimeter all the way up to 8 by 10. When we consider Polaroid as a proofing medium, what we mean is that when we're building a shot from what our art directors consider their concept, and we test our lighting, we're always shooting Polaroids. We're testing it, using it as a proofing medium to get to the final results. I can't imagine doing a photograph without it, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a tool. It's like using a good quality lens or using the right light meter. It's a tool. It's a means to the end. I can't imagine doing a shot without it, because it's scary out there. And when you get somebody who can produce a product and give you a tool that takes a little bit of that scariness away, it allows you to show your client a final product that really is what the best it can be. Can't ask for any more than that. When we got a good Polaroid, we know that we got the good shot.
What we're doing here is we're doing a test for a shoot that we're preparing for tomorrow. What I like to do is start with just the main light first and shoot Polaroids with each light one at a time, and then start building them. Take meter readings in between to see what our total exposure is going to be. I like to work with Pro 100. I can see pretty much what each light is doing. Polaroid gets us to the point where we feel comfortable with a basic lighting setup at this point. We have a tendency to shoot a lot of Polaroids because it's very easy to try a change and shoot a Polaroid real quick to see what it looks like, which is good. It makes you try a lot of different things. Polaroid is a necessity to make a shoot move along efficiently. You can do without it, but you'd be foolish to do so. So it's a great proofing medium. It's the only proofing medium.
I do so many things in photography, but it all comes out of making a certain kind of picture. The materials that I use are critical in terms of what I do. I like the instantaneous Polaroid idea. I like Polapan film. That slide film has a wonderful tonal range, and it's virtually instant. I mean, instant, you shoot 36 frames and process it. I love the 665 negatives that we pull from the pack film, and I love the 4x5 Type 55, also black and white negative film. It's instant. It reconfirms what you're doing. Sometimes you need to show it to other people when you're working commercially. It's just key to the process of being liberated as a photographer. You can liberate a photo shoot, a commercial photo shoot, by giving your Polaroid image to someone and they relax. There's nothing worse than having someone who's nervous, who's like kind of pacing around while you're trying to make pictures, you know? Sometimes you do that and let everybody relax, or have a group meeting after you pull one Polaroid with, the client, the art director, everybody, the model, whatever it is, and, say, look, this is where we are, we're very close, but we need to do this, this, and this to make it work. What do you think? Give me the film, let me read about it, let me find out about it, and then I'll find out what it does for me. And then if I decide that I love the film, I'm sold. Think about photography without Polaroid. It's insane. A year ago, I was doing a shoot for Vanity Fair. I was photographing a writer. He had a young son with him. He was an older gentleman, getting a little tired. I said to him, why don't you relax for a few minutes and I'll go do something with your kid, who was really getting antsy. It was summertime, it was Nantucket, and the kid wanted to be entertained. He was like about 7 years old. I said, okay, man, you stand over there. I'm gonna squirt you with a squirt gun and I don't want you to move. And I'm gonna take a picture doing it. And he said, okay. And I put a wide-angle lens on a Hasselblad, and I had 665 pack film, and I took his gun that he was squirting me on. I forgot to tell you that part. I took his gun, and I just, and then with the other hand, I took the picture, and I pulled a Polaroid, and I showed him it, and he flipped. And it's a wonderful photograph of him, of that moment, of that place, of that little experience. What would I do without Polaroid? What would I do without Polaroid right now? Oh, I'd become an astronaut.